I'm Matt Bichard at REITWise 2012, NAREIT's Law, Accounting, and Finance Conference. I'm joined today by Mark Van Deusen, partner with Hunton & Williams. So Mark, what are some of the signs that you're watching to confirm that the worst is behind us and that we're starting to move towards growth?
What I'm looking for is to see a revival in the market for initial public offerings. I think if you look over the past couple of years, there's been a lot of companies that have tried to go public with some fairly compelling stories, but there is not really a market for small cap REITs to go public. It's a very tough environment, and I think that leaves little avenue for folks who have reached a critical stage in their growth, and tapping the public markets is much harder. It's much more expensive than it used to be. The market is much more fickle than it used to be, and that leaves them with the alternatives of trying to find some other exit strategy, whether that be merging with another company or trying to find capital through other means, whether that be foreign or institutional capital. So what I'm hoping to see is, as the market improves, that we'll continue to see new REITs coming on, maybe in different asset classes. There's been a lot of talk at this conference about single-family REITs, solar REITs, using the REIT template for asset classes that we haven't seen in the past.
And what legal and/or regulatory issues are you watching that you think could have the biggest impact on the REIT industry?
At this point, I think it's the Jobs Act that is currently, I think it's been passed by the House. I think if that passes, especially the provisions that would allow young companies, new companies, to not have to comply with all of the requirements of Sarbanes-Oxley and Dodd-Frank. Those requirements are extremely expensive for a young company to have to comply with as they're seeking to do an initial public offering. And I think if we reduced down some of those impediments, that it would open up the capital markets. So it's not REIT specific, but I think it would have a big impact on the REIT space.
And last question, what's the biggest issue that your clients are concerned about right now?
Well, I suspect everyone's concerned about the economy. I'm a tax lawyer by trade, and the things that I see folks struggling with are not, at least on the tax side, tend not to be issues that are vital to their business, but they're often what we call technical footfalls. They're things like dealing with the preferential dividend rules, and also issues dealing with trying to get foreign investors to come in and invest either in joint ventures or in the REIT directly, and do that in a tax efficient manner. And when you talk about things that would be better for the REIT industry, I think NAREIT's proposal for the REIT Improvement Act would make a huge benefit, at least in the tax world, because it would eliminate the preferential dividend rule for publicly offered REITs, which would, I think, would allow a lot of our clients to spend more of their time dealing with issues of making money than talking to their tax lawyers.
Definitely. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.